marks are consistent. The fire poker is almost certainly your murder weapon.
Looks like the two of you are off to a good start. Learning anything from your partner?
We're too busy actually investigating a case to figure out which one of us you are referring to. So, to fill you in, we've discovered a print belonging to the former eye doctor's business partner on the murder weapon. According to the wife, he drives a truck, and we found a tire tread at the scene, along with broken taillight fragments.
So you have a suspect, and a reasonable description of his vehicle. Have you hit up Brass for an APB yet?
We were just on our way over there.
Tell you what, since you two are doing such a fantastic job with the evidence, why don't you keep at it? I'll talk to Brass and have him call you when he gets a hit on your missing vehicle.
Okay, so I'm finally back, and I did stuff, you know, fucking 10 minutes later. But I was finally able to get something to happen. I went to, obviously, as you saw, I just finally decided to go back to the morgue and ask What's-His-Face a question, and, you know, that seemed to be enough. So, apparently Grissom thinks we're doing a fantastic job. I don't know why he thinks this, because it's very obviously not true, because I'm doing awful. Importantly, though, I finally managed to get something to happen, so...
I can't think of anything I haven't told
you. And I'm
you.
probably gonna have to stop it again right away, because... nothing. Now I don't know what to do. I got a little bit lucky going back there. Yeah, this is bullshit. And now there's trash.
Were those trash cans there before? Or am I having eyesight trouble?
That's bullshit. That is fucking bullshit. Wow.
Tiny tape like this, likely from an answering machine.
That's unbearable.
Tape snaps, but that's no problem.
Got anything on it? This pisses me off. That's maddening. That is so goddamn disappointing. Unbelievable.
Mother, pick up. Pick up. Mother, I know you're listening. You have got to divorce that man. I'm not asking for my own sake, but for yours. Please, please leave him before he makes good on that threat. You can still be happy, Mother. And so can I.
Maybe things at the Banderit house were not as perfect as Mrs. Banderit wanted us to believe.
Well, whatever. I don't care. Let's go talk to her. At least things are happening. I still can't get over that.
I should have mentioned that. I just did not want you to misunderstand, to think my daughter... She has always been an excitable girl. She overreacts. I wanted to spare my husband of that melodrama, so I cut the tape and threw it away, and told Pryor the tape had broken.
Yeah, you're lying and you killed your husband.
Is any marriage perfect?
Yes.
Whatever small problems there might be, my marriage was sacred to me. And Bryot's word, his will, I obeyed, with love in my heart. My daughter was raised in this country and does not understand.
Where is she?
Why, she lives right across the street.
Of course she does.
She is a wonderful daughter at heart. She welcomes me into her beautiful kitchen for lunch every day.
Yeah, I don't give a shit, lady. At this point, I've been so mad trying to put fucking taillights together and looking for shit that didn't even exist that I don't care how wonderful your daughter's kitchen is, because you know what, I bet you it's just a palette swap of every other kitchen I've been in since I started playing this goddamn game. So you'll have to forgive me if I'm not impressed with your daughter's wonderful kitchen.
It's about time you people came around. I've been on the phone all night trying to get some answers from the police.
You're under arrest.
Have you found my father's killer?
No, Ms. Banderit. We're with the Las Vegas Crime Lab. We've come across an answering machine tape of you begging your mother to leave your father. What threat were you afraid your father might make good?
It wasn't like that. Not a threat of violence. My father was pushing me into marrying a man I do not love. The threat was to cut me off from my mother if I didn't do his old school bidding. Some choice, huh? Marry a man I detest, or never see my own mother again.
Sounds awful, I don't give a shit. I'm looking around your house. Did you just move in? Oh wait, bug. I saw him. Give me the bug. Am I not allowed to? Oh. They don't have a warrant. Let's just talk. You look so awful.
His business partner? A disgusting little creature called a Darsh Dewan. I work with the creep at my father's practice. Manipulating little weasel, playing off an old friendship between our families to worm his way into my father's good graces. Finally, I learned Adarsh was nothing more than a common thief, stealing from our family. I told him resign or face exposure, but he laughed me off. He said he could handle my stupid father. Never thought he meant murder.
He's been stealing? I don't care if he killed the guy.
Yes, credit card fraud. Using my father's Visa card to be precise. Snake. Right behind our backs. My father told me that Visa noticed suspicious activity and alerted him right away. I don't know if he suspected Adarsh, but I did, and I found proof in his apartment.
You want to tell me where that is?
Yes. I won't have you wasting precious time here when you could be rounding up that little rat, Adarsh.
Adarsh.
Actually, it won't take but a moment to collect that footprint by the door. Or we could wait here till we get a warrant.
If that's what will get you out of here faster, take the footprint and take off.
Grissom put me onto that runaway Doc you're looking for. Well, when a black and white hit the siren over that busted tail, Doc Dewan got nervous and hit the gas. Chase hardly started before he stripped the curb and got pulled over. The doctor is currently in custody as a person of interest. You can talk to this charmer anytime you like. Just stop by my office. Got his truck, too.
That's fantastic. I do not care. I'm looking at this lady's house.
I have nothing else.
I don't give a shit. I'm looking around your kitchen. Will it only allow me to grab this stupid fucking print? Alright. Let's move on. Adia, that's her name. So we can go to the garage. Let's do that first, so if he tries to weasel his way, I can fucking say no. It's a Chrysler Town and Country.
Damn, the tire we needed for comparison got shredded in the police chase, and we got no warrant to search the interior. We need some other way to tie the truck to the crime scene.
The fact that it's a Chrysler Town and Country? And why wouldn't the wheels be fine? We just need the headlights. He's an idiot. That's why it wasn't working, because I needed the entire tail light. This is just a sigh of just pure frustration at this point. After this, there's just one case left. Thank motherfuck. Yeah. Well, this will make things a billion times easier. This guy hopes. Yep, already off to a much better start. Yup. Yep. That is... That's awesome. And just the last piece. Hooray.
All right. We placed the truck out in front of the Vic's place, without the tire track evidence.
That's insane. Let's go talk to Brass. I want to look at his truck. I don't even want to talk to him at all. Hey, punk.
Busted light ties the truck to the street in front of the Vic's residence. That key unlocks the truck for a look-see.
Yep. At least you're still the one giving away the puns, you useless piece of junk. I don't even care. At this point. I don't even care. I just want to be done. Forever.
We have a late model vehicle here. Practically brand new. Still, I'd say Adar spruced up the interior. Cleaned, vacuumed it. Everything but the new car smell.
If only it had dead people smell in it, so that way it'd be even easier to tie him to the murder. Oh, it's a bad idea to leave this on. Give me your monies. I'd be taking that.
So this is the memo Aji wrote.
Okay. Yes, it is. Let's look in the back of this motherfucker's car.
Locked. If we break in, the next warrant Brassel issue will be on us. Let's see what else we can find.
Why couldn't we get into this? This is the warrant. Are you kidding me? That can't be right. Whatever. Let's go talk to him. I don't get it.
He's on his way to interrogation
Yeah,
now.
wonderful.
Van der Riet was found murdered in his home earlier this evening.
Murdered? No, he was my dearest friend. He was to be my father-in-law. Oh my goodness gracious, such a terrible thing to have happened. Are you certain? Could there be, I hope, some horrible mistake?
Why are you so concerned? You're the one who killed him. Holy shit. That's a lot of questions.
Oh my goodness gracious, yes. All has been arranged between the families. I'm to marry Dr. Van der Riet's most wonderful daughter, Adya. We are both excited to begin our new lives as Mr. and Mrs. Dewan.
Adia's excited, all right, but because her daddy was pushing her into this arranged marriage and threatening to separate her from her mother if she didn't cave.
It's a big leap we make together, and of course she has small moments of doubt. But the day will soon dawn when my dear Adya will acknowledge her father's wishes and understand my sincere deep affections.
Why are you so creepy? The day will dawn when the strength of Adya will fail, but it is not this day. Where were you weirdo?
Let me try to think. I believe I was in my office. Yes, I worked late in the office. I'm catching up on my paperwork, you know. I left around 9 p.m. on my way to Los Angeles to visit friends for the weekend.
Yeah, I bet.
This should be no surprise. Do I not visit on occasion the home of my esteemed employer, my future father-in-law?
Father-in-law? Why you talk weird? Explain the memo that I didn't process.
What memo?
The one from Adya, your bride-to-be, threatening to let her daddy know you'd been stealing.
Again, I must point out that what may look to you like stealing is a mere misunderstanding. My sweet and lovely Adya has the tiny fault of getting largely excited over the smallest of matters. As I say, I would have corrected these trivial mistakes.
Credit card fraud is not a trivial mistake, you weirdo.
And your car was at the scene, Doctor. Maybe he knew about your stealing and didn't find it so trivial.
You have such a negative view of such innocent things. We were in the Van der Riet's living room when the good doctor informed his lovely wife that I would soon marry their daughter. We celebrated over tea and Mrs. Van der Riet requested a fire. At this time I handled the poker to which you refer. I take perhaps foolish pride in the luxury vehicle I'm blessed to drive. I'm meticulous in my, what's the word, upkeep. I keep it up, I keep it clean. I bought a portable vacuum to help in this crusade of cleanliness.
This crusade of cleanliness.
Oh, let me think. I believe in my toolbox.
Mind if we take a look? We'll need your keys.
I'm honored to help you in your investigation.
Thanks. I'll hold on to him.
Honored. I am honored to help you put me as a murderer. I'm gonna do that, and then go to the lab. Have a grand ol' diggity time.
Okay, I have unlocked the toolbox, but didn't find any tools. Just cleaning supplies.
Which are tools.
My goodness gracious, but Dr. Dewan is neat.
He is a doctor. He's a doctor.
We can work with that on the assembly table.
One-handed. Oh, a Dyson Route 6. What's this? Oh, this is what they just pried it open with. Really? All that just to keep a vacuum away from me? Well, we got everything there, so... Time to process. This nonsense. They mother effing match.
This is a wake-up call. The slipper with the asphalt mark matches the muddy footprint, meaning Mrs. Bandery called on her daughter after discovering Mr. Bandery had bought it.
Sweet. Getting them warrants. Ain't gonna go there yet, though. Gonna find out what's on these encrypted files.
These are emails confirming online purchases Adarsh made using the card. Email confirmations are normally sent by merchants as a safety precaution, but Adarsh had access to their computer, and he snagged them to cover his actions. I'll have Brass check in with Visa.
What a dick. What a dick. Before I fuck around with that, just make sure all these are blank. And the fingerprint is obviously still being a dick, but... Just throw dirt out. What's that? Oh, hello.
This little baby may mean we're now the proud owners of a complete teacup. Better confirm in the lab.
We're in the lab, you twat. Do I have to flip it? Yeah. Oh my god, these controls. Yay.
Chip from Dr. Dewan's vacuum cleaner is a perfect match for the teacup found at the crime scene. Let's see him squirm politely out of this one.
I mean, he probably will. He's a bit of a jerk. But let's take a looky luau. It just leaves the bloody fingerprint. Porcelain chip is all good there. All this is check marks. All that is check marks. Kill. But let's go to Brass and get the warrant for Adia's house. This is moving along much better now that there's not as much bullshit. Yo.
I called Visa. Good folks over there. And
Oh,
they said
wow.
Visa's continuous monitoring program detected suspicious activity. Mr. Dwan was changing the shipping address, sending items to his home and back to India. Not your model employee.
Nice folks over there. Nice ad.
Footprint evidence provides a clean link between her home and the crime scene. Plus, we got a possible motive thanks to the answering machine tape. Enough for a warrant.
Yeah, fantastic. Alright, let's go to Adia's house. Yo, I better get the master ranking on this goddamn case, the amount of time I've spent on it.
Why do you stupid people insist on wasting time searching my house when I've already told you who to investigate? In the meantime, my mother is on the verge of a nervous breakdown, and the killer is running free. I don't have another word for you.
You stupid.
Cool. We work well when it's quiet. We'll start with your fingerprints.
Ugh.
What an awful person.
You're close. Try something similar.
I can't get over that. You stupid people, I already told you who to investigate. Well, that's exactly what would take us off of your trail, you idiot. What that shit? This dirty, you just leave bread hanging out like that? It's gonna get moldy. Ugh. Care to explain the blood, bitch? I bet you wouldn't.
You want a different tool for that.
You wanna suck my dick.
You want a different tool
Shut
for that.
up. Oh, just be collecting like a fiend up in this house. I haven't found a lot of bugs for Grissom, though. Not concerned, but, you know. Nothing else of interest, apparently. Let's go in this room. What is that? Nothing? Are we serious about that shit? There's that bug. It's dead. You have decrypted files too? Of course you do. Why wouldn't you?
Looks like Ms. Vanderreed has a few more words for us after all.
See, I'm liking Greg so far. He's not the ridiculous pun machine that everyone else is. Let me see, is that everything here? Yes, it is. Alright. Meh, I'll just go to the lab. I don't want to talk to her right now anyway. She a stupid hoe. But, let's see. Let's see what we got going on here. Let's start here. Torn fabric, 2 CSI samples. I'm probably gonna have to find this later. Yeah, of course. Nothing I can do about that one right now. Okay. But I bet you I can match a bloody fingerprint. Yeah. To a good old fashioned Dauda.
Bloody fingerprint belongs to the daughter. That puts her at the crime scene when her father was murdered.
Thanks, Greg. Let's see Adia's encrypted files, because everybody encrypts their files. You know what? I'm on the computer more than anybody in these games.
So our Vic was responsible for his wife's blindness.
Well, that sucks. Wow. Anyway, I don't even remember what I was gonna say. Thanks, Greg. Dick. Blood from Adia's sink. Is it Dr. Bandereats? It is. Damn right. I could talk to both of them bitches. Well, we'll start by going to talk to what's his
Hey,
fuck?
what's up?
Adarsh.
He's on his way to interrogation now.
Yeah. Get excited. What's up, freak?
You use such harsh language to describe the smallest of misunderstandings. I am new to your country, and the laws and procedures here are unlike those in India. I plan to rectify the smallest of errors upon my return from Los Angeles.
Fraud is not the smallest of errors.
I sincerely doubt this is true. Surely this is a terrible misunderstanding.
Here's what we understand. A porcelain chip from a teacup in your vacuum matches a broken cup at the murder scene.
Dumbass.
We've got you covering up fraud, your fingerprint on the murder weapon, and your vehicle at the crime scene. It doesn't take 20/20 vision to bring you into focus as a suspect.
Oh, Greg, you were doing so good.
Oh my goodness gracious, this does look terribly bad, but I am an innocent party in this guilty matter. I did not kill my good friend and colleague.
You're right. It does look terribly bad.
Please, listen. I'm new in this country. It takes much funds to start living in a new place. My colleague's daughter, she finds out in some devious fashion. She threatens to tell the good doctor unless I quit and run away. How could I consider this? I had agreed to marry the doctor's daughter. My family would be disgraced, would be devastated. So I drive to his house last night to bare my soul and to beg for forgiveness. The door I find open. No one answers my call. So I go inside. But something, it doesn't feel right. In the air, something forbidding. Still, I go up the stairs to the bedroom. Then I saw him, my benefactor, my friend, dead. I knew at once I will be the suspect. I panic and flee in my vehicle fast as I can.
Okay. A likely story, but you seem to have skipped the part where you murdered your friend and colleague. You horrible, horrible person. Give me a warrant. Adia bandari.
Based on the blood evidence found in her home and our strengthened motive for the killing, as well as her bloody fingerprint at the crime scene, I'd say getting a warrant's a slam dunk.
Not a pun. I'm shocked. What is something's? This case is just holding it all off. I know it. It's only had one pun, like, so far. Oh, you just look so thrilled. Look at that happy face.
All right. My mother was here. She came over right after discovering my father's body. That's where the blood in the sink must have come from.
Okay, but that doesn't tell us how your bloody fingerprint wound up in your parents' house, does it? When you learned your father botched your mother's operation, you saw red. You sneaked in and battered your father and left a bloody print on the way out. By the time your mother discovered the body, you'd already washed up at home in your sink.
How shall we react?
That's all backwards and sideways. When my mother discovered my father's body, she freaked out. Hello, she's blind. So she ran over across to me, covered in blood. I left her there, went over to check on father, and of course took his pulse, which is how I got blood on my hand. Get it? I went back to my place and told Mom that Daddy was dead. Really dead. She wouldn't let me call the police. I don't know why. Just in shock, I guess. I helped her wash up, and then she had me walk her back home. But then pleaded with me not to stay.
Your mother makes a habit of forgetting such little details.
My mother looks out for me. Doesn't yours?
No.
She's way overprotective, and in this case, I just followed her wishes, because she was freaking out. She wanted to spare me, to keep me out of any investigation into this tragedy. But you have to believe me, you are wasting your time down this path. Adarsh, that evil troll, is your killer.
We'll ask the opinion of the evidence, if you don't mind.
I do not like this woman. I hope it was her. She seems like a red herring, though. We'll ask the evidence. Let's go talk to the mother. And be like, yo, your daughter, why she be killing people? I'm sure that's not cool. Like if I had to take a guess. Holy shit.
I do not know of any conflict. Adarsh was quite willingly subservient to my husband. Prayat did seem distracted, and I would say tense, over the last few days. I would ask him what troubled him, and he would only say, work.
Evidence indicates Dr. Dewan was stealing.
Like a dick.
Well, Visa had contacted him about some kind of fraud, but Adarsh? I certainly would remember that. This may explain why my beloved Prayat was so tense and distracted of late.
Your beloved. Can you confirm Dr. Dewan visited your house?
Adarsh? No. My husband and I rarely entertain. I would remember.
He claims he helped start a fire in your living room fireplace and got his fingerprints on the poker that way.
It is just barely possible Adarsh visited my husband here sometime while I was away, but I so rarely leave the house. If he had stopped by for business or on a social call, I'd surely remember.
How did you lose your eyesight?
That is a painful subject to me, and of no pertinence to this tragedy.
Well, it is, because we found evidence. Was your daughter angry with your husband at the time of the murder?
Adia? Angry with Bryant? Such nonsense. She adored her father, and he her.
We have reason to believe Adia recently learned of your husband's negligence in the loss of your eyesight.
You speak of private, personal matters that have no bearing on this tragedy. My daughter loved her father, and her father loved his daughter. The story begins and ends there, and I have nothing more to say.
Well, obviously you skating around it, we're gonna find out. God, people in these games are dumb as hell. I loved her. But I guess that means we can talk to fucking Adarsh and be like, yo, lady says you weren't there.
Hey, what's up?
Adarsh.
He's on his way to interrogation now.
Fantastic. What's up, buddy?
Do you not listen? Am I speaking to the ears of
Yes.
the deaf? I helped Mrs. Banderit make a fire in her
What?
living room. I know her daughter. She never wanted to marry me, but her parents, they are delighted to make this traditional arrangement. It was Adia who objected. It is Adia to whom you should speak. Adia, she was angry with her father. Yesterday they had an argument at the office. I did not hear all that was said, but it did have to do with her mother, with something Dr. Banderit did to or with Adia's mother.
To or with?
Thanks for the information. But you'll need to remain our guest while we check out your story. No more last-minute trips out of town, Doctor.
Bitch.
She's on her way to interrogation now.
Good. Yo-ho.
So, you know our family secret.
Wasn't that hard? It was on an
Yes.
encrypted file.
My mother suffered from a rare form of age-related macular degeneration. She needed a specialist, but my father wouldn't hear of it. Doing so would humiliate him. So he performed a surgery for which he was in no way qualified, and now my mother is nearly blind. I only recently found out, and I was angry as hell. But I swear I didn't kill him. He was a stupidly proud, often cruel man, but he was my father.
Nearly blind?
Yes, my mother has very limited sight. She's not 100% blind.
So she lied. Again. Well, now we get to go back and talk to her about that. We're all good on our location, so I guess I found all the evidence. That tells me to go to... back to her. Okay. We're gonna find out.
I can't think of anything I have.
Huh. Let me go to the lab. I mean, I still have that little pink cloth, but... I mean, it's just a pink cloth. Excuse me. Shit. Oh, shit. Oh. Yeah. Torn fabric. No samples found. I don't have anything else there. Is there anything else in this thing? Probably not. Just dirt. Okay. Let me check my evidence. Oh. Residue. Good thing I looked. It's always a good feeling when you look and think you actually see something. Alright. What do we got? The residue from the silk fabric.
The Vic has a swimming pool. Let's go back and see if we can answer the big question. What's it all about, algae?
I think you were trying to make a pun, but the bad audio design of this game prevented that. Of course, he's got a pool house. Why wouldn't he have a pool house? I think I'm close to solving this case. This is very nice.
Pool house is separate from the main residence. Don't think our warrant covers it. Let's look around outside.
Of course. Wow, dat water. I don't like to brag about my own skills, but earlier today I made a water plane that looked better than this. Pool current ain't that fast. Anywho. What was this? Is there like a bug on it? Ooh.
You want a different tool for that.
Is that a bug? It is a bug, but... Oh, look at him go! A fast bug. Dead bug now, just rest in your hammock, don't mind me. Can I go over here? No. So probably have to go across the pool. Some blood. Obviously, there's more to be done inside. Nothing there. Nothing there. I wanted to check the window. If I even can. And I can't. Okay. Let's go to the lab, because I think that's everything that I can get right now. That'll get me the warrant to go inside. Whatnot. Let's take a looky-loo out. I like these. They all match Dr. Banderit. Mazel tov.
It matches all right. Perfect place for someone to clean up after a little dip.
Puns aren't as bad in this one. I'm glad. Residue from this. Analyze it. What is it? Is it algae stuff? Algicide. Pool cleaner. Okay. And this is still the torn fabric. Okay, there's nothing I can do. But I got the warrant, and that is the important thing. Give me that warrant, fool. Can I get a warrant? I need a Banderit.
Vic's blood at the entrance of the pool house? That makes it part of the crime scene as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, good thing that's all we needed. Alright. Let's go to Dr. Banderit's pool house. Look for some more stuff.
Wow, what I would have given for a place like this back in my college days. Somebody's been staying here. A wife, maybe?
Adarsh.
Odd for such a devoted couple.
I'm about to find out. Oh, never mind.
We don't have permission for this. Yet.
Why not? Why wouldn't we have permission for stuff when we do?
Hey there.
I have no questions for you. Doom, doom, doo, 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 doo. Okay. Oh, man. Yeah,
Good
I
job.
didn't need validation from you, freak. Let's check in here. Hello. Good hiding spot.
Blood spatter on this robe is consistent with its wearer delivering medium impact blows. Like those that killed our victim, not somebody just stumbling innocently upon a bloody corpse.
You'd fit an entire robe in the drain? Jesus. Well, it's my robe now. Stop.
Hey there.
You are just getting in the way. Anything I can do with anything else? Doom, doom, doo, 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 doo. I think that's pretty much all I'll be able to do for now. Go to the lab, do some more confirmation work, and I'll be able to check the pool house yet again. Ow. I didn't want CSI samples. God damn it. I always do that.
This fabric's definitely part of the robe.
Hooray! I don't even know what I'm doing with the screwdriver. But apparently that's all I needed to do. With it, let's take a look at it. I just gotta match this blood. And Dr. Bandery. Bouse.
That would be a big bingo. Assailant definitely wore this robe during the murder.
Let's go get brass. Oh, I didn't even realize this has gone on a couple minutes too long. That's where I'm going to stop it for right now. So when we come back, the final part of Let's Play CSI Hard Evidence case number 4. It should be done within the next few minutes, so I'll see you then. Bye. Fools.